Blake Griffin recently opted out to become a free agent this offseason in the NBA. But with his recent string of injuries and his most recent injury, will it affect him to be signed by another team? And will this injury affect him from getting a long-term deal or a max contract? Before we start, guys, I'm a podiatry student in my final year, and a lot of my videos are about the NBA and injuries in the NBA relating to the foot and the ankle. So if you guys love the NBA, love basketball, or even play basketball yourself and you're looking for a few handy tips, be sure to subscribe. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So I'm going to break this video down into two bits. The first bit being about Blake Griffin's most recent injury and how it might affect him being signed in the future. And the second half of this video is about where I believe Blake Griffin will sign or where he should go. So in the most recent playoffs against the Utah Jazz, Blake Griffin ruptured his plantar plate of his big toe. The plantar plate is essentially a structure that functions as a ligament. It is thicker and stronger than most ligaments in your body and is found at the bottom of your foot. In Blake Griffin's case, you can find it right at the ball of his foot. That is where his plantar plate is. Or if you can think of it, kind of whereabouts the knuckles of your foot might be. The injury which Blake Griffin suffered is also known as turf toe, so you may have heard of that injury before. The hallmark of this injury is a tear at the joint capsule at the metatarsal head, so where the knuckle is on your foot. This tear may cause your toes to sublux or slightly dislocate if the injury is not treated appropriately. And in Griffin's case, this most likely was caused by hyperextension at that joint. Forcing this joint beyond its normal range of motion will have caused quite a bit of trauma and for the plantar plate to rupture. This injury can often be accompanied by a fracture, so there's no doubt that Blake Griffin underwent many imaging studies to see the extent of his injury. With Griffin previously being such an explosive player, will it affect him getting a long-term or max contract this offseason? According to most of the literature, it can be seen that depending on the severity of the injury and how quickly the injury is treated will depend on how the athlete returns to play. Without knowing the full extent of Griffin's injury, I would say that he's going to make a healthy return back to the court. He'll most likely be in an orthotic or like an insert in his shoe and may need a stiffer soled shoe. Which reminds me, my first performance review of a basketball shoe will be coming soon, so be sure to subscribe if you want to see that. So if you guys want any advice on what shoe may be best for your injury or your play style, check it out. Now, the problem is, Griffin has had many more injuries than just his big toe injury. To me, it seems like the Clippers almost have a curse, and that maybe if he leaves, the curse will be uplifted and you won't have any injuries anymore. So no more jumping over the hood of a car, Blake Griffin. No, you didn't jump over the car, you jumped over the hood of the car.
I can see it, then I can do it. Sometimes it's real. Thank you!
But I can't jump over a hood of the car, so I guess that's a pretty decent effort anyway. So where will he go? I guess he could always re-sign with the Clippers. He'll make the most money there. He's familiar with the team and loves LA. However, the only problem is Griffin wants a bigger playmaking role within the offense, and with Chris Paul running the show, that may not happen. Many people have been speculating Boston, but Boston have been stockpiling assets over the years, and I believe that they should be more patient in terms of the fact that the Warriors and the Cavs are just so good right now that with the personnel that they have, if they were to add Griffin, it's not going to make a massive difference in terms of winning a championship. Also, Griffin isn't really known for his rebounding, and that's an area that Boston needs to bolster, with their center Al Horford not really being known for rebounding either. So even if Boston acquired a guy like Jimmy Butler, Paul George or Blake Griffin, I believe they need to be just a bit more patient. What about OKC, Blake Griffin's hometown? Westbrook needs another star to make a deeper run into the playoffs. Well, I don't think Griffin and Westbrook really have much of an interest playing with each other. Like I mentioned before, Griffin wants a larger playmaking role within the offense, and he's already got a ball-dominant player like Chris Paul at the Clippers. Not to mention, Westbrook had the highest usage rate ever in any NBA season this year. Likewise, I don't think Westbrook's really out there trying to recruit anyone. I think he's quite happy being the man on the team. So where is Blake Griffin going to go? To be honest, I think he's going to re-up with the Clippers. They may give it one more shot considering the amount of injuries and bad luck that they have had over the years. He'll also be able to make the most money at the Clippers, and he doesn't have to uproot his family and go elsewhere. Now, if Blake Griffin all he cares about is his stats, maybe he can go to a team like Phoenix where they've got a lot of cap room and they need another star on that team to make the team a little bit more interesting. So time will tell, I guess, where Blake Griffin will end up. So guys, what do you think? Do you think Blake Griffin will end up at any of the teams I mentioned today or somewhere completely different? Also, if you guys have any injuries relating to your foot, your ankle, or maybe even a little bit further up your leg, be sure to ask me a question on Instagram at Pinpoint Podiatry, or leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Like I said before, I have a performance review of the Jordan 31 coming out soon, so if you guys are interested in that shoe, and if you do have any injuries and want to know what shoe may be best for you, be sure to check it out. So thanks for watching guys, and always remember, be an ankle breaker, don't get your ankles broken.